Bivol's got an injury with that right hand. Well, he's just thrown the best right hand of the contest so far from him. And he caught Beterbiev flush on the chin, and he certainly felt that one.
Halfway through the 8th, and you just wonder whether momentum might be starting to swing a little bit back to Bivol's way. He's up on his toes. Such a classy operator. Good work from Bivol. The attacks at the moment from Beterbiev aren't sustained attacks.
No, they're not. Indeed, the pace has slowed from him. He's dipped rather, and Bivol's taken advantage of it, and he's coming back with the better work now from Bivol.
Might well put 2 rounds in a row together here, Dimitri Bivol, which gets him right back in a fight that seemingly was slipping away from him. It's everything we expected.
It is indeed, Fletch. Bivol boxing very similar to that last contest, on that back foot. And occasionally steps forward, 2 or 3 shots, and just catches Beterbiev off guard. And certainly the pace has just dropped from him.
It's been another good Dimitri Bivol round, back to back. Beterbiev tried to let the right hand go. Every time he gets a bit of success, he quickly wants to get forward and throw more shots. There's the bell. Let's bring in Carl Frampton. It's ebbing and flowing, this one, Carl.
Yeah, it is. There was a point there where we're all kind of questioning what's going on with Bivol. Does he have a sore hand? Is his legs not feeling right, or what? He didn't throw the right hand for a couple of rounds properly or with any sort of intent, but now he seems that he's back to throwing it. I don't know if it's some sort of mind games going on here. Denzel Bentley seemed to suggest that potentially he was having a round off to just try and conserve it for later down the stretch. So that could be it as well, but it's shaping up into a good fight. That was Bivol's best round for quite a while for me, and at this stage I have it level going into the last 4.
Well, both of you have it the same, 76 apiece. You've got the round slightly differently, but I mean, that feels about right, I've got to say.
It's close, Fletch. There's not a lot in it, and Bivol's he had a good spell there in that last round.
One thing I didn't think I'd be saying to you as the bell rings for round 9 is that now Beterbiev needs a decent round just to get his momentum back again.
Yeah, very true. But that can happen in 12-round contests where boxers just take their foot off the gas naturally.
Well, he tried to come out quickly, Beterbiev, but he was made to pay by Bivol. All of a sudden, he's throwing that right hand with real purpose again.
And Bivol's got back to that pattern that he did at the start of the contest, where he's punching straight away after straight away after Bivol's punched, he comes back with 3 or 4 shots. Better work, more positive from Bivol. So he's learned from his mistakes, and he's going back at Beterbiev after he's punched.
To Beterbiev right now, not quite as purposeful, not coming forward as much. He's boxing more on the back foot. There's real momentum right now in the fight for Bivol.
Yeah, this is where he can be fairly dangerous, Bivol, because he just waits and waits for his opportunity just to spring forward and catch Beterbiev. Oh, missed there, didn't he? If that landed, and that's a good response. So a great response there. Lovely bit of defensive work from Bivol, and he turns Beterbiev and comes back with 3 or 4 good shots.
One thing that could be in Bivol's favour, 11 of his last 12 fights have got into the 12th round. He's used to long contests, he's used to winning fights via the distance. Beterbiev's the one who tends to finish it quickly. Having said that, he finished the first fight really strongly, which swung it his way. So fascinating to see how it's going to go from the 10th round onwards, which is where Beterbiev was so dominant in the first fight.
I just think here, Fletch, that Beterbiev again, he just took his foot off the gas, and Bivol senses it, and he's up the work rate, going through the gears. Better work from Bivol.
Well, Bivol on the move, Bivol looking confident. Bivol started to tee off on Beterbiev, which can be a dangerous tactic, but you wonder how much that middle section of the fight took out of Beterbiev, where he threw a lot of shots.
Yeah. Clever round again from Bivol on that back foot, just waiting for his opportunity to score.
He seemed a lot easier to hit in the middle part of the fight, Bivol, but his elusiveness is back.
Yeah.
Beterbiev starting to try and walk him down towards the end of round 9.
When you stop with the body, we'll stop the counter punching after, okay? Strong jab and body punch after you go close distance.
Better work from Bivol here. I think Beterbiev just took his foot off the gas again. He's just naturally slowed down in the contest. This is where he missed and turns him. Then he starts throwing, working the body and then switching the attack to the head. And that brought a rousing round of applause from the crowd. They love that. Yes, it was better work from Bivol in this round.
10 seconds, corners.
Well, now they're working on the arms of Dmitry Bivol.
Seconds out. Round.
I mean, this was the point in the first fight where Beterbiev took complete control. I think he won the last 3 rounds on all 3 cards, and that got him over the line. So we'll see whether history repeats itself, whether he's kept something in reserve for the big late finish, and he's certainly come out firing here at the start of the 10th.
Clever movement from Bivol. He's not getting caught in those corners anymore. He knows that's the danger area, really. So instinctively there, just moves off, tries to get around Beterbiev back to the centre of the ring. Got to stay off the ropes. He knows that. That invites the pressure, and Beterbiev prefers that type of boxing when he's pushing his opponent back to the ropes.
The early indications here in the 10th is there's a bit more purpose about Beterbiev's work. Maybe he wants to get back to the kind of rhythm that we saw in the middle part of the fight when it seemed like he was going to take over. The last 3 rounds have been strong from Bivol. This has been a better start to this round, though, from Beterbiev on the front foot and trying to push Bivol back again.
Yeah, Bivol just slowed down. I mean, when I say that, that's a cracking right-hand counter. Beterbiev starts most of the rounds fairly quickly, Fletch. But Bivol, I think, put a lot of work into that last round, and he's just naturally slowed a little bit here. And Beterbiev, he senses that.
Well, not quite throwing as many shots in this round, Bivol, as he has been. Maybe it's his time to take a round off. He's going to be acutely aware of just how strongly Beterbiev finished the first fight, so you'd expect that he'd try and keep something in reserve to avoid that happening again. First half of the round, though, has been Beterbiev.
Yeah, intelligent work with the jab, just measuring the gap and distance between himself and Bivol, setting up his right hand, and just nicking the body shot occasionally as well, but a good response from Bivol.
It was indeed, finished off by the right hand at the end. Now, that's a really good combination from Bivol. A minute to go in the 10th.
Again, though, Beterbiev is turning the screw.
I must say, though, Richie, there were 2 or 3 rounds in this fight where every punch that Beterbiev landed looked like they were hurting Bivol. But that doesn't seem to be the case now. They're bouncing off him. Seems a lot more resilient to what's going on out there.
He seems to come through that bad patch that he had, Bivol. Well, he thought there was a problem, but he's responded really, really well. But this, at the moment, is a Beterbiev round. He's fought very well here. I think it's a round that Bivol has taken off after having a good previous one.
Certainly a round that you felt Beterbiev needed just to get him moving forward on the scorecards again. 2 to go after this one. High-class fight, just like we expected. 2 men as good as this, you wouldn't get anything else. And the flurry at the end there from Bivol. I must say, there's a real look of determination on the face of Bivol as he sat there in that corner.
Indeed, Fletch. I just thought he had a round off here, though. I mean, he finished the round very well, Bivol, but for most of that round, Beterbiev on that front foot, pushing him back. This is towards the end of the round. Some good shots there that went in from Bivol.
I mean, what I would say is, if you're watching this, you'd think that that's a dominant round for Bivol.
And
it's
it
not
wasn't.
really shown the work that Beterbiev put in for 2.5 minutes.
Exactly, he had a good last 30 or 40 seconds, Bivol, but it doesn't win the round for me.
Seconds out. Round 11.
So 2 to go, round 11. You'd love to know what the judges are writing down. Certainly close, has to be close. That's the way that everybody's got it.
I think so, Flex. This is a really close fight. It's going to come down to these last 2 rounds. It's going to come down to work rate, who wants it most, and again, Bivol fighting back well here.
What I would say is, regardless of what happens here, if it goes to the cards, I don't think anybody can scream blue murder after this one. It is tight. Might come down to who wants it more in the final, 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of good right hands there from Beterbiev, but it's replied from Bivol with 3 and 4 shots. I like that shot downstairs. The head shot, then he just touches the body, and that's just to take the attention away from that right hand that's going to follow. That's how you bring the elbows down of your opponent and then whip that right hand over the top. Clever boxing there from Beterbiev.
Certainly feels at the moment as though Beterbiev is in the ascendancy again. Although just as I say that, Bivol responds with a good body shot of his own. Body shot from Beterbiev, but he left himself open for that little flurry, didn't he, from Bivol? Although that's a good shot. That got them up off their seats in the arena.
Yes, that's one of the problems that Beterbiev has had throughout this contest. As he's made the attack, he holds his feet. That's just allowed Bivol to come back with 2 and 3 shots. And he's accurate with his responses, is Bivol.
Turned him beautifully there, didn't he, on the ropes?
So he's just guilty of just holding his feet, Beterbiev, after the attack. And Bivol comes back.
What a markings on the face of Artur Beterbiev. Inside the final minute of round 11. Right hand from Bivol. Beterbiev walking him down. I'd love to know why he didn't throw the right hand for 2.5 to 3 rounds.
Unbelievable.
Earlier in the fight. He's throwing it now.
With a better quality, I think the eye-catching words coming from Bivol.
And he's finishing stronger as well. And that's eye-catching for the judges towards the end of the round. There's another good right hand from Bivol as he was moving backwards. Feels to me like Beterbiev's going to need a big last round, you know, Rich.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that was the Bivol round.
There's Eddie Hearn, who felt his man should have got the decision first time around. Words of encouragement for Dimitri Bivol as Beterbiev slumps onto his stool.
First, we need to be aggressive, but we need to be under control, okay? Not like sharp boxing, okay? Aggressive, but technical control. 2, we need this round. We cannot take any chance. We need the round.
So Mark Ramsey saying they need the round. I mean, the good news is if Bivol wins, we're certain to get a trilogy, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
You keep watching this over and over again. That's the way that Richie's got it. Bivol up by a point with a round to go. The judges, Jean-Robert Lane from France, Mike Fitzgerald of the USA, and Dion Duarte of South Africa. They could be the 3 most important men in the arena in 3 minutes' time. They touch gloves, and here we go, round 12. or round 24, whichever way you want to look at it, and we still can't separate these two great warriors.
You heard the urgency in that Beterbiev corner, saying you need this last round. It was quite clear. So they feel that maybe he's losing this contest, but he needs a big round here, Beterbiev, I think.
Bivol, nice and accurate. Good work from Bivol. He's landing more punches right now, and those hurtful shots from Beterbiev don't seem to be having the impact anymore.
Just followed Bivol there along the ropes and has allowed Bivol to get back to that centre ring. Boxed a clever contest on that back foot. He's replied after most of the attacks from Beterbiev. That's been the tactic, most certainly. And he's been more successful, for me anyway, in this contest than he was in that first one.
You can talk about the belts on the line tonight, the prestige, but this is the light heavyweight championship of each other between two greats in this division. And they've given everything tonight and put on another fantastic show. Halfway through the final round. Beterbiev continues to plough forward. Bivol nice and elusive on the ropes. Maybe this final round decides it. We don't know the way the judges are seeing it. Richie's got it really close.
And this round's really close as well, isn't it? I think Bivol started the round fairly strongly, but he's just let it slip a little bit, and Beterbiev now has got back into it. Minute to go, just over.
Maybe a decisive minute, you never know. Beterbiev lands, but so did Bivol, I think, at the same time, although Bivol was the one that had to give ground. Right hand, there's a bit of damage around the eye of Dimitri Bivol now, I think. Beterbiev throwing more punches here, final minute. He's finishing the stronger of the two.
Yeah, good finish here from Beterbiev.
Good shot, Beterbiev. Right hand over the top. Bivol moves back towards the Beterbiev corner. He's got him pinned in there. Crowd on their feet inside the arena. 30 seconds more.
What a tremendous contest, Fletch, and Beterbiev has definitely responded to his corner, who said he needed a big last round, and he's really going for it.
Bivol landed a good little shot in there, though, that just forced the head back of Beterbiev. 15 seconds to go. Feels like a Beterbiev round, but how significant is that going to be on the card? Swinging a miss from Bivol. Beterbiev tries to make him pay. Bivol lands a shot. Beterbiev chases him down. The final bell, and it's another brilliant fight between two quite brilliant boxers. And both of them, look at the damage on the face of Dimitri Bivol. All of that came in the last round. He's got a nasty cut.
Yeah.
But that was a quite outstanding 12-round fight, 2 in a row, 24 rounds. And I think they could keep doing this over and over again, and it would always be close, it would always be tight. And now we wait to see what the judges have made of that. Jean-Robert Lane, Mike Fitzgerald, Dion Duarte, and I've got to say, Richie, I'm glad I'm not in their shoes.
Fantastic entertainment, both boxers. It went this way, then that. It's a really close fight, Flex, no matter how you see it. Beterbiev needed that last round. I think he got it. He responded to his corner. But nevertheless, Bivol also really boxed well throughout the contest, coming back with those bursts. This is a close one, it really is.
Well, last time Beterbiev won it on 2 cards. The third card was 114, 114. And you feel like it's going to be around that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tonight, don't you? I mean, I presume your card, you've probably got it level on the line.
I've got it level. Oh, it's around either way. It's close, I think. It really is. I had Bivol winning up to that last round, but Beterbiev, he needed it for me, and that's how I've got it.
Yeah, 114, 114. 2 of the last 3 for Beterbiev, who, I mean, look at the way the fight ebbed and flowed.
Unbelievable. And that section there where Beterbiev won those 3 rounds on my scorecard, and we wondered if Bivol had got an injury, something was not quite right, but he got through it. Oh, look. Well, there's Ant Kroller. He's got Beterbiev by 1. And I mean, Carl's got it even as well. So, you know, it's really close. It's either way, or it's 1 point either way.
When you look at the expert opinions of you 3 tonight, it's even tighter than the first fight.
Yeah. Very close.
And that brought a lot of debate, Rich.
Yeah, it did. But Beterbiev definitely needed a big last round, and I thought he got it on that front foot, landed the better shots, and Bivol had some damage with the eye, but yeah, it was his round for sure.
I just hope that one of the judges doesn't have a brain freeze like we saw earlier. I just hope there's a bit of consistency.
What, a 118, 110?
Yeah. If there is, there's going to be uproar in here. But I mean, look at the respect between the two of them.
Fabulous. Two gladiators in there, modern-day gladiators.
Well, we await for the official result. Michael Buffer is in there, and I think we're not that far away from finding out what the result is. You can feel the tension inside the arena. Such a big fight. Two stars of the sport, two brilliant fighters, and both of them again giving absolutely everything.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Jean-Robert Lane scores it 114 to 114, a draw. Mike Fitzgerald scores the contest 116 to 112. Dion Duarte has it 115, 113 for the winner by majority decision. And new undisputed world heavyweight champion of the world, Beterbiev.
It's revenge for Beterbiev Bivol. And the widest margin, Mike Fitzgerald of the United States had it 116, 112. It didn't feel that wide to me. But he's got his belts back. Look at Eddie Hearn. He thought he was robbed in the first fight. Artur Beterbiev with a wry smile on his face when he heard the result. Number 3, anyone?
Absolutely, Fletch. It was a really close fight indeed. And the judges thought that he's just got over the line. Not going to argue with it. It's a close one, isn't it? I think 116, 112 was a little bit wide for me. I thought it was a round, a point rather, either way. So I'm not going to argue with it. And that man, what a tremendous performance from Bivol on that back foot. When he had a section in the contest, remember, Fletch, where he didn't seem to be throwing that right hand, but he got through it. And yeah, he's boxed overall, I think, very well indeed.
Well, Artur Beterbiev became the first man to beat Beterbiev Bivol 133 days ago, and tonight Beterbiev Bivol becomes the first man to beat Artur Beterbiev. It's the first time he's lost a fight since the London Olympics, when he lost to Alexander Usyk. All the way through his professional career, Beterbiev has been a winner, and that clearly means so much tonight for Beterbiev Bivol.
Yeah, incredible scenes that we're seeing. And yes, it does mean so much, and obviously it should mean now, Fletch, that like you said, we should get a trilogy here. That's one apiece, and I think it would sell anywhere in any stadium. And yes, it's been so entertaining for the crowd.
We're about to hear, I think, from Beterbiev Bivol. Here's Chris Mannix with him.
Congratulations. You waited